It was so hot in those compartments where we were. I would take my life jacket, and some of the gun groups, the 20s that weren't manned, you know, they wouldn't be standing guard duty there. I'd throw it down and tell the guys where I had to relieve them, where I'd be sleeping. And I went to lay down on my life jacket and took a nap and slept there on the deck. When my watch was over with, another guy came up, woke me up, and I went down to my bunk. And I don't know why I went down there, it was still hot.
So there was no air conditioning on the USS New Jersey?
No, New Jersey didn't have it. They had blowers. It came down and they'd blow air in there. And every once in a while you look at somebody, they'd cut a pants leg off. They'd stick in that blower and they'd turn it on. Man, dude, it was hot aboard that ship. It was real hot. And that Pacific wasn't no baby, man. It was a hot place.
How many men was on that ship?
There was over 2,000 men on that ship.
How many men were in a division?
It all depends on the size of what the divisions did. Your gunnery divisions were bigger than...
about how many people were in your division?
I'd say about 150.
About 150?
140, 150.
Did you get to explore a lot of the ship while you were on it?
The ship? I'll tell you, I stayed most of my time on the main deck or down below where I slept.
So you got to see most of the ship after it was...
And where the galley was, where we went down to eat.
So you got to see most of the ship after it was made a museum when
Right.
it was brought
I
to
didn't
New
go down
Jersey.
in the machine shops, in the boiler rooms or nothing. I didn't even fool down there.
So it was like a little floating city. Y'all had everything y'all needed on that one ship.
Was there.
Besides photography, newspaper.
We even had dentists, we had doctors.
So everything you needed
Was right there, right there.
on that ship. Were other people brought from other ships to your ship to
They brought people over there aboard ship.
to get dental work and to see doctors and
Well,
such
when
like
they
that?
needed some help, yeah. We did a hell of a lot out there, I tell you.
Were there many
And
prisoners?
then another thing we did, a good thing, we did it. We were able to do it. The destroyers could carry so much fuel. And then when they were running low, things had to change. So that's when they would come alongside us and they'd put these hoses out and we would refuel them.
So y'all had enough fuel to where y'all acted as a fuel ship,
Right,
as a fuel barge to refuel some of the other ships until more barges were able to get into your
Until
area.
they could bring tankers out there to refuel them.
Did y'all much exchange novelty items, food, I don't know, a case of beer or two, stuff like that?
No, not when you're refueling.
But at other times, whenever, y'all were close to other ships,
Or when
were y'all
the
able to...
supply ships would come in. When we were in port, supply ships would come in. And they would start unloading. Loading the ship with food and all that kind of stuff. Well, these merchant marine guys, they hauled a supply of everything. They brought the booze.
Tell us about your next battle.
Baby, the way those things happen, I don't know how you'd class it. We would shell these out, we would bombard them, for the Marines to land up in the Philippines. That was Mindanao. It was one big island down there. And when we were passing the Philippines, going up, we'll be traveling north or going south, I told those boys out there, I said, you know, before I had left home, I got a cousin that had just finished LSU and ROTC, and he was shipped to the Philippines. That was Whitney. I said, I don't know if he's living or what. And all that time, all that mess had taken place of the Bataan Death March and all that. We didn't know nothing about that.
So whenever y'all, in between battles, y'all were also going from different areas,
Man, we
bombarding other islands just for the...
patrol try to run across a Jap out there. That's all we wanted to see was a Jap.
Acting as support for the Marines and the other people in the Army going to basically invade the islands.
Yeah.
Was there a lot of air support during those times, or was it
Man,
more or
no.
less just...
No, those carriers stayed busy, man. Those planes stayed up there.
So y'all ran around, operated in a little group as to where Battleship with carriers,
Yeah.
Frigates, destroyers, everybody was kind of
Everything
just
was-
going, everybody went to the same place,
Yeah.
kind of all ran as a group.
Oh yeah. On the fleet, you were task force. Task Force 58. It would be under one admiral. Spruance had his flag. Halsey would come in with his flag. And the Jersey was chosen quite a bit for flagships.
Did you ever meet Spruance or Halsey or
I met old Bull.
Bull Halsey?
He come walking the decks. He come walking the decks.
He was easier to get along with his men. Spruance
But yes,
didn't really...
Spruance, you never see him. He'd stay up there in his quarters in the bridge. But Halsey, he would go eat, come down, he would go eat chow with them boys down there. I got a picture of him, show you in there.
Were y'all ever attacked much by hostile fire coming off the islands, or
Well,
were
it
y'all
all
far
depends.
enough away to where the shells couldn't reach y'all?
Some of those islands we got in, things got very hot there for a while. We had to kind of pull out.
So y'all were taking fire from the islands.
Yeah.
Anybody had any casualties on your ship?
We had, the only thing we had one time, we were out at sea, it was practice runs. And one of our destroyers fired a shot. He was way off base. And that thing came right on over the Jersey, went to the deck. And one old boy by the name of Crowder was sitting at in a head. And the thing came down, boom, right on, messed all his leg up.
It exploded, or?
It didn't explode.
It didn't explode.
They went out, they took it, and they threw it over the side.
That was his lucky day, he was just sitting on a toilet. Messed up his leg, but didn't take his life.
Yeah, he was a character too, boy. Man, he said, look at this, look at this. He said, you can't even take a shit.
Wow.
Cause we knew him, you know,
He used to
it was
cover
something,
the
boy.
Were many ships around y'all protected the...
Well, let me show you the way to work that in the Navy. Your destroyers work the outer circle. Then you had cruisers come in. Then you had your carriers in the center, and the battleships were next to them. Right. Because they needed protection, those carriers. They had so much firepower on them. What the hell they would do? And you had grab guns.
But that was the airplanes that could reach out there and touch someone a couple of hundred miles away.
You needed those planes, man.
On the Jersey, y'all had the 16-inch cannons that could launch projectile, what was it, 24 miles, 26 miles?
You knocked their souls out on them islands.
And a full broadside, that would be 9 rounds shot at one time.
A lot of times they would fire broadside, you know, but sometimes It was fire 3-inch, one turret would fire, and later another one would fire. It all depends on what they wanted to hit.
How much ground do you think was destroyed by 3 16-inch shells?
Oh man, I don't know.
Hundreds of yards?
Huh?
Do you think maybe hundreds of yards?
Quite a bit. When we bombarded Saipan, we hit one island. On that island, we saw one area where the shells hit. It went up in white. A damn sugar mill. A sugar mill. One of them boys said, "Look out, man. Everything going over there." Yeah, boom, boom, boom.
That was a sugar bill.
Yeah.
Did you experience any, was any kamikazes in y'all area during y'all battles? Did you get to
Well,
see kamikazes actually?
Kamikazes started coming out kind of late in there when we were down around the Philippines. That's when we saw a few of them. But as we started edging, going up north, well, our biggest sport of kamikazes we saw was at Okinawa. Okinawa, it looked like that's the Japs that really set up their kamikaze force to hit us because they knew we were closing in on them. The fleet was moving up, and a good thing we didn't have to land troops there. They would have caught hell. Then they hit our carriers. It was the USS Franklin got hit bad, but it never sank it. They were able to tow it back to the States. And we kept fighting them there. And let me see how long after that it was when they dropped the bomb off of Hiroshima down there. I had some dates on there, I don't know. But when the Battle of Okinawa was over with, the Japs on their last go round, and they knew it. But they put the last go round on them is when they dropped the A-bomb on
Hiroshima. And then Nagasaki followed a few days later.
Yeah, knocked their butts off over there, and then they surrendered.
Where was the surrendering, on what ship?
Let me tell you the story about that surrender deal. That was way before the surrender deal was set up. I got it written that this printout here on it. Halsey, Admiral Halsey, had decided, him and President Roosevelt had decided that the New Jersey was going to be the surrender ship. But it so happened Roosevelt died, and Truman came in as president. Now Truman was from Missouri, and his wife and the whole group of them participated with the launching of the Missouri and Christian and everything. So actually, he chose the Missouri to be the surrender ship. And like they said, he said that's the only battle we ever lost, and it was the hands of one of our leaders.
What did y'all do for recreation on the ship?
Place to do so.
How did you celebrate holidays?
Holidays, oh man. Had nothing to do, we just had a holiday.
How did y'all spend y'all holidays? Did y'all do anything special?
Well, let me tell you. They would swab the decks down, wash them. The deck hands would do that. That was every day. and take care of our guns. They had a good meal. There was nothing else to do, unless you wanted to walk around the ship.
Was this your first time away for the holiday seasons from your family?
Well, there was much you could do. You missed your family. And there's one thing about us, all our letters were censored. They knew we were out in the Pacific somewhere, but they didn't know where.
But y'all did get letters from home during the holiday
always
seasons?
got letter. Mama always wrote me a letter. I got letter from her and Gladys, Thelma.
That's your sisters?
Yeah.
And your brother Hewitt, he was in the Air Force at the same time.
In Burma, him.
Getting back to recreation for a minute, what is AC-Doocy?
It's a board. You got to play it on a ground. You got to shoot dice, and you move your little things around. Look, I never did get involved in that little crappy deal.
So there was a little gambling going on, is what you're saying? They had a little money?
The players to do and gamble. My old buddy Darby from New Iberia, that suckies, that's all he did.
So pretty much y'all made y'all own entertainment on what y'all could possibly do
what you
on
wanted to do, yeah.
a ship so far away from home with
That's right.
the Navy didn't provide y'all much.
I'll sit down and talk to each other.
Did y'all able to listen to any AM radio, or were y'all able
We
to
had a
get
radio aboard ship yeah, they had some on there. Then the Tokyo Rose would come on.
She's the one that did a lot of
I said, boy,
propaganda.
listen to that. She said, ooh, she'd tell us how y'all missed y'all families. Man, she'd pour it on us, man.
Propaganda from Japanese trying to
Yeah.
make y'all feel, get y'all
You bet.
morale low as
And
possible.
oh man, we just sat down there and we listened. I said, boy, you know, this is something. Tokyo Rose. What you could do? Nothing you could do.
Was there any music on the ship? Any type of record player or nothing? It just
No.
only whenever y'all went on shore leave is whenever y'all ran across stuff like that at some of the clubs or dance halls.
Shore leaves. There were no shore leaves in the Pacific.
So once y'all got out,
You went on an island maybe to, like Majuro, where we'd anchor in, you know. They would give you, these are groups that were going off, they'd give them a few cases of beer, and go drink it under them palm trees out there.
so you're sitting on a beach with a palm tree and a coconut, drinking a few beers, thinking about shore leave.
Well, some of them boys played ball.
Yeah. So it was the closest thing y'all had to shore leave
That's it.
during the war. But after the